And we are live. Hey everyone, it is Nux, and welcome back for the first time in a while to the new Super Gaming Squad podcast. It has been a while since episode 2. I'm going to promise to make the audio quality better because the audio quality in episode 2 was kind of bad, and that was on my part because I forgot to raise the volume of all of our guests. My voice was kind of overpowering everyone. Hopefully we don't have that same issue though, but welcome to episode 3. Before I introduce the topics, let's introduce everyone on today's episode. So first up, going from top to bottom, we have Ace.
Hey, what up? It's Ace on Twitter. I go by DD10s, even though that I'm going through another username crisis. I'm going to be changing it soon. I am theoretically an artist because if I were to be an artist, I'd be good at drawing, but I barely draw, but I'm trying to change that. So yeah. I also like anime and video games and whatnot. Might make a YouTube channel. Not sure yet. Let's see how this year goes.
I'll have all his stuff linked in the description and all that. And yeah, fun fact, guys, he's an artist, even though he doesn't post much art.
Theoretically an artist. Theoretical artist.
Next up, Alpha.
Hey, yo, what up? Name's Alpha. Find me on Twitter. Like Lex said, links is going to be down below. I am also somewhat of an artist, but I don't post ever. So, yeah.
Next up is Andrew. He's been a regular for a while too, so introduce yourself.
Hey guys, I'm Andrew, and I hope you guys are ready for 2022.
Oh no.
Wait, he said 2022?
No, 2020 part 2. 2020 definitive edition.
Super 2020 Turbo.
Yeah.
2020 Reloaded. With a vengeance.
Remix 1.5.
Yeah. Otherwise, I'm interested in anime and games and stuff, but I'm focusing on school right now.
Right. And I'll have his, I think his main thing is just his Twitter. I don't know if he has a channel or whatnot, but
yeah.
Okay, cool. And last but not least, Konon, aka 𝗃𝗵𝗃.
I'm low-key a regular.
Yeah.
You guys can find me like 𝗃𝗵𝗃64 on YouTube. I don't post stuff.
Right. Sometimes he posts stuff, but he has a cool channel though, so I'll post his too. But yeah, good to
super rare.
Yeah, it's good to have y'all back. And not everyone is here, of course. We're missing guys like Savan and Mar, but that's okay. You know, it's a busy time.
DODB.
Yeah, man. If Marley was here, he would have done some crazy intro. You already know.
It's your boy, the Booty Sage.
That was a good impression. Holy shit.
For real.
Low-key it was.
All right. So now I can introduce today's topics. And today's topics are just going to be pretty straightforward. It's not going to be as loaded as the last two were. We're basically just going to be talking about Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, which is a regular, kind of thing on this channel. We're going to be talking about Nintendo controversy. So we're going to be negative about Nintendo. Gas.
We've been talking about Smash nonstop since 2015.
For real, bruh. This gaming quad was literally originated from Smash. Smash is in the blood of this podcast. You have no idea.
Weird, yeah. And then I guess we criticize Nintendo, and then
now that's something that's rare because I do it on this channel, but it's I don't do it nearly as much as Sonic because I don't love Nintendo as much as Sonic.
I think mostly games-wise they've been okay, but otherwise, as a company, they've been on their bullshit.
Oh, and we're gonna get on that. We're gonna get on that for sure. So hold your energy on that, but we will be getting on that. Oh boy. And then the next topic will be the 2020 retrospect, and that's going to be pretty loose. We're just going to talk about any games or we played or any anime we watched or just in general how good or bad, in which I guess for most people bad was 2020 for y'all. And last, yeah,
we got like massive like droughts we had for like everything.
Oh Lord.
Like games, consoles, GPUs or whatever.
Yeah, even though Nintendo was on their BS and COVID is no excuse, and yes, I will mention it by name. I don't care.
It's got demonetized, bro.
Rip.
Oh no.
But yeah, even though that is a thing, it doesn't matter because, dang, I forgot what I was going to say. Okay, so even though the virus has impacted so many stuff and Nintendo has been on their BS, the virus is definitely a big part of that. So, but that doesn't excuse it. But we'll be getting to that. And we'll be wrapping up with 2021 predictions, which is just loosely talking about anything we expect this year, which I don't know. Anything could happen this year, man. All right. So now let's go ahead and start with Smash Ultimate. So really, we're just going to be talking about the DLC characters. We could talk about the game overall, but we would be here all night, man, if we did.
True. That is true.
Oh,
Because it is a big game, you know? It's funny because Smash Ultimate is a game that feels like it has too much content, but not enough at the same time, if that makes any sense.
yeah, no, you totally feel that because it's like I feel like the main problem with that is like it being such like a huge crossover between all these series that we all grew up with. It's like you still want more because you want the characters you love so much in here as well.
Facts.
Like one of my main things is that like I'm a tryhard, right? I'm a fighting game enjoyer. So one of my main issues with Smash Ultimate is that like it has all these cool characters, but like half of the roster isn't fun to play. Well, at least for me. Like
I still think
dude,
Smash bothers me because there's just like the fucking massive input lag, and I think we've all seen just like the nature of this year that like how bad the online is.
Oh yeah, the online is by far the biggest problem, I think.
And it's really bad because it's like the only option these days. Like if you
and we'll be getting to that when we get to free Melee and all that. So yeah.
Yo, if Smash Ultimate had rollback, dude, that would be cracked out. Like I mean, like you guys know about like Slippy, right? Like that shit's crazy for Melee.
Everyone else but Nintendo is killing it with Nintendo IPs right now.
Yo, facts.
All right. So I guess on a general sense, just so that we can get some time to talk about something, one thing we can do, I guess, is talk about what is our favorite DLC character thus far. Before we go and talk about each one individually, I guess we can just give us some time to talk about one we really like. And I have a suspicion what everyone's is, too.
Yo, I'm going to just say it. Sephiroth, that's my nigga. Yo, I picked him up day one.
All right. Since you're first, you know what? Go off.
Day zero. Like, I main Wolf, right? And Daisy and Sheik. Sheik's pretty cool. Yo, them buffs have been good to me. That's pretty tight. And then Sephiroth, he kind of feels like a high tier. Pretty dope.
Is Daisy mechanically different from Peach?
No, there used to be a slight difference in their turnips, but hold on a second.
Oh, he got interrupted, so that's fine. But to continue off from what he was talking about, Daisy used to have a slight difference from Peach, where she was slightly faster, but for some stupid reason they patched that. So now the only difference she has is in animations, basically.
Yeah. And another thing was like a small glitch with the turnips. Daisies used to have less knockback, I believe, and do slightly less damage, but apparently it was a glitch. They ended up patching it, so yeah, now they're basically the same character. Yeah, they're basically the same character, skin.
Yeah, they should give her a little more knockback. That's Daisy. This girl slapped Bowser like 20 feet from her.
Hey yo, wait a minute.
I think it's weird coding wise why there's discrepancy at all.
I don't know. And I'm not kidding about that either. That's something she canonically, like she did that in Mario Party, I think it was one of the Mario Party games. When Bowser tried to kidnap her, she literally slapped this man. And that is literally the sole reason he has never attempted messing with her. It's so funny, but anyway.
This Mario lore kind of go deep.
I know, that's why I stopped. I was like, no, I can't do this. I can't go into the lore right now. All right, Alpha, what were you saying about Sephiroth, though? I'm going to let you finish on that.
Oh, no, Ace was talking about Sephiroth.
Ace, my bad.
When it comes to Sephiroth, right? Like, I like his moveset, like, and it's pretty crazy how they gave him, like, some cracked out moves, like down smash, like, that's a shield break right there. He has the 0 to death with his neutral B. Like, if you destroy someone's shield, you could just kill them at 0, which is pretty crazy, but it's pretty balanced, at least from what I see so far. Like,
You can't
you have to set that up.
Keep his neutral B.
Yeah, I'm glad that he's not like Samus. Like that would he would just become a zoner like even more. Like currently how he's played, he's supposed to like kind of control like the mid range. It's pretty cool. And as soon as I saw his nair, I was like, okay, yeah, that's a high tier right there. He has that nair. That's like the most important thing. If you have a good nair, you're a good character.
Yeah, I don't have the second wave of DLC yet, so I can't say too much on those. I can only speak from a general sense. So I'm glad I have you there to speak for that. That's cool.
Yeah. Oh, Sephiroth is the only one from DLC 2s I have. I also did buy the Final Fantasy Mii costumes. They're only 75 cents. So I mean,
okay.
I don't even play the Miis, but I was like, hey, I might as well get that.
Oh, the Miis are funny. It's just so funny to see freaking Mii Tifa and Mii Barrett.
Yeah. And that's if Nintendo wanted to, they could take everyone's money by releasing skins for the characters. I don't know why they don't do that.
Bro, that's a whole can of worms that Nintendo has.
Don't give them no ideas.
Let's not get into that. But they could definitely throw up more Mii fighters, I think.
Oh, for sure. And I think they will. I think more Mii fighters will come. I just hope that the deluxe Miis are not done yet, the ones that are like Cuphead and Sans. Because you guys know, I was really bummed out on how they did my boy Gino. And we're gonna get the Gino. Don't get me started. Anyway, just to give y'all more time to talk, let's go to Alpha now. So Alpha, who was your favorite DLC character thus far?
Oh, that is the easiest thing ever. It was 100% Joker. Like the moment from when I found out he got announced, I fucking lost my mind. It was like midnight. My brother just told me, "Hey, you're not gonna believe we got announced for Smash." I'm like, "Who?" Joker. I fucking yelled so loud I woke up my mom. Shit. So that was, I'm glad I avoided that ass beating, but
If there's something I gotta say about Joker, he's definitely the most surprising DLC reveal. Because I feel like he's the one that had like no type of hinting really towards him.
I think he like broke the floodgates.
For real.
Like, he like destroyed what the rules were, I think.
Yeah. Even someone like
I feel that.
Even someone like Sephiroth, I feel like if we had thought about him long enough, I think we could have saw him. We could have saw him coming, but we didn't because we kind of just forgot about Square.
We still don't even have that Persona 5 Switch game in the West.
Man.
Oh yeah, no, that's so fucking crazy. Like I think that comes out in February, but I was gonna say I can't really talk at that like on a competitive spectrum that much because I'm not well versed in that situation. But I can say he's just a fun character to use. I like his toolkit, everything about him. Just it fits my playstyle. Just like characters I used to main were like, let me see, Lucario, then Cloud, Smash 4. Those are the type of characters I like to play. But Joker just literally took everything I liked about those characters and just elevated it.
Joker is top tier. He's cracked out.
Oh yeah, no, 100%. I think we can.
Yeah, as someone who actually does own Joker and has played him, I can confirm that.
Yeah, no, he. I'm not gonna lie. He went, especially when he first came out. I don't know who thought, hey, let's just make this dude kill everybody. Just let's just murder everybody. Everybody on this roster.
Oh, and I should also give a shout out to Andrew because he's the reason I own the first Fighters Pass. I promise y'all I'm not broke all the time.
I believe you.
Okay, so I guess the next person would be Andrew. So and you've played this image he just posted. That's perfect. Speaking of Persona 5, they should at least put that on Switch. I don't know if it would be difficult or not. It shouldn't be, I think. I don't know how it is graphically, but I feel like they should have at least put it on the.
I feel like the Switch can take at least the base Persona 5. I don't know the major differences.
It doesn't look demanding at all. And if they can get strikers on it, well, strikers probably gonna if Hyrule Warriors is any indication, strikers are gonna run in like 5 FPS.
Oh God.
oh God.
That's true.
This is why I own a PlayStation 4.
It's okay, guys. Switch Pro 4K will save us.
Hyrule Warriors got so bad today. I was fighting like a one boss one-on-one with nothing else in the thing. And during one of my combos, I swear it hit like 5 FPS. Even my sister was like, do games, like, are they supposed to get this slow?
You.
Bringing back that Banjo-Tooie experience with the frame rate.
That was like the only reason I didn't finish the game. It's where like you just lost time. But anyways, yeah. In terms of DLC, I actually like I didn't even play Persona 5, but I thought Joker was like incredibly hype. Like, and I think I like most of them. Like, I don't really know anything about Terry, but he's cool. I don't like Byleth. I think most people don't like Byleth, but like, I feel like the Fire Emblem like shameless plug is gonna happen every time, no matter what.
Man, if it does, that's gonna be so painful.
If we get another fucking what is it, Fire Emblem character in the second wave, it's like, all right.
Bro, I could rant about Fire Emblem all day, but I have a whole video dedicated to that, so no thanks.
Yo, yeah, I don't think we have the time to either.
Yeah, we don't have the time. But
yeah,
I don't know.
Real quick, thing. Oh, okay. Hey, you go first.
Okay. I was just gonna say, me personally, I don't hate Byleth. Like, actually, I'm not gonna lie, I even play Byleth every now and then, but I can totally see why people are salty. It's like, all right, let's enough of the Fire Emblem characters. Don't we have more Fire Emblem characters than Mario characters now?
No, but we do have a lot.
Zelda characters,
right? I think they're the third most reps in the game because they're behind Mario and Pokemon. Pokemon gets a lot too.
Okay.
Like, they don't have to be a big deal, but like at least give us fucking like Impa or something.
For real.
But yeah. She could be a Skyward Sword rep. I don't know, but
Gross.
But yeah,
this man.
Like, for that reason, I'm not like too mad about Byleth. Minun was kind of like, she's cooler than Springman, but like since we didn't get arms with the base game, and I was kind of expecting just third parties, like that was pretty disappointing. She's okay. She's fucking like
annoying
beast.
Yeah.
But I've never played Final Fantasy VII, at least the original. So I think like my favorite is actually Steve. As like cursed as that sounds.
I thought his addition was pretty cool, and they gave him a unique moveset.
Yeah. Like before, like I love Minecraft, like in middle school and shit. But like, I still play it. I was playing it earlier today. Like before it felt kind of cursed before it actually came out. Like not like Jonesy level cursed.
Oh God.
But like, I was still kind of weary about it. But I think it turned out pretty well. It was like pretty hype, and he broke Twitter, so that's an indication of the positive response.
Right. Steve is one I still can't believe he's in this game. It's just so bizarre.
On paper, though, it makes sense because Microsoft doesn't really give a shit about their IPs like that, and like in that, like they'll just say okay, and otherwise he basically fits like the Nintendo philosophy. Like
I feel like he fits friendly. He definitely fits what it goes for.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, Jared.
Yeah. Yeah, it's family friendly, cartoony, and like I don't know, it's like a gameplay focused game. There's not a lot of story. It's very
And
it
he
seems
also has
appropriate
the
otherwise.
big plus of being a part of the literal biggest selling game in the world.
That too. He's very important rep.
So yeah. Like, as weird as he is with his lack of animations and just like literally like sitting up.
Yeah, and I think it was at a good time too, because if they did it like a few years ago, I think there's like that period where everyone like shat on Minecraft. Like it was like the most Reddit thing in the world for a while.
Right. Minecraft was kind of hated a bit. Same thing with like FNAF. I want to say FNAF and Undertale too, but to a little of a lesser extent. And I think they're still kind of hated a bit by some people.
I think FNAF is still pretty weird,
Yeah.
but that's
FNAF
fine.
just
Right?
like game theory material. Like I don't know. Well, at least for me, because I haven't
I think
played
it's a conspiracy. Scott Pilgrim or Scott Cawthon.
Scott Pilgrim.
Scott Cawthon.
What?
The guy who made it, his name is Scott Cawthon or something.
Yeah.
I
Five
still
Nights
believe
is
that
just
he
too
was
much
like
right now.
he was commissioned by MatPat so that he could make game theory vids.
I mean, at this point, the game is basically Game Theory Central.
Don't listen to his lies. He wrote all of Five Nights at Freddy's.
I'm upset.
My third eye has been open.
For we're all wide awake.
All right, so now it's my turn. So now I can finally confess that Byleth is indeed my favorite DLC character without any bias. I'm just kidding.
Oh, wow. Dead ass audio serious for some reason. What the fuck?
That was pretty deadpan.
It's
Just
So you like
say
when you
with your
hear
whole
girls
chest.
on us.
Man, it's so hard to pick who I like gameplay wise. Like gameplay wise, I think Joker might be my favorite because he's just so fun. There's just something so fun about playing as him. But my
Have you even
favorite,
played Persona 5?
bruh, you already know the answer to that is no.
Sleeping.
Huge Persona 5 fan.
But man, I don't know if I'm stealing Conan's answer. I might be stealing his answer, but I'm gonna say it. I think it's my favorite is Banjo. Was it that, Conan?
Nah.
Oh, so that's a surprise.
I
Bruh.
think it's Sephiroth then.
Yeah, it has to be. There's just no way. But yeah, Banjo is definitely my favorite because as many people on this channel know, he was my number one requested character on some of my old list. I mentioned him a lot in some of my old videos because I actually did play Banjo-Kazooie back in the day. A lot. It had been a long time since I played it, and when he did get into Smash, that's what made me play it again for the first time in literally like, what, 2 decades?
Damn.
Yeah.
Nice.
I hadn't played his game in a long time because I was too busy being a Mario and Sonic nut.
The only downside when Banjo got released was like I played him day one, right? I thought it was pretty cool that he's in the game, but then it's like his moves just don't work with each other. Like
Right. He kind of feels like the most basic Banjo moveset possible.
Oh, it feels like he's playing in a low frame rate.
yeah, that too. And then like he has a down throw that doesn't actually combo. It's like you could see possibly it could have been, but they're like, nah, let's break his arm. And it's like, dude.
Banjo to me feels like a character that they could have put in the base game and could have been a part of Smash for a long time, but he's just like here now.
Yeah, I can see that.
He was gonna be in Melee if they didn't get bought out.
That and this freaking picture Andrew posted.
Dripper off?
Swagger off. Man. And yeah, Banjo is just a weird character. I feel like Sakurai had an idea of how to handle him for a long time, and that's what he implemented, or maybe he just looked at him with like a new view and just slapped that moveset on him. I can't tell. I do play Banjo just because I really like the character, but yeah, his moveset is just kind of eh.
Yeah, because it looks like something could potentially be there. Like maybe they made him, and then like someone in the office just like beating everybody, and they're like, "All right, we nerfing this dude."
That would be surprising because when does he ever nerf characters?
Exactly. Yo, why did they? Oh, man, I was about to start talking about Pikachu, that rat. Man, they buffed his dash attack. Why?
What?
Bruh, Pikachu is the most overpowered character in the game right now.
Are they gonna nerf Pichu but not Pikachu, man?
I mean, remember when Pichu was a threat? I still find that hilarious that Pichu somehow managed to get to the upper tiers after years of being clowned on. I warned people he would come back with a vengeance.
You saying that makes the meme of Pikachu and Sephiroth being friends make so much more sense now all of a sudden.
They're both the strongest characters. Canonically.
This all makes sense now.
Yo, Pichu could have bodied 𝗁𝗏. He just held back.
Which is, I will say this though, Sephiroth did have one of the coolest reveal trailers.
Oh,
that was
dude.
clean. Yo, I rewatched that like dozens of times, dude.
Facts. Yeah. I'm not even a big Final Fantasy guy, and that was dope.
I think we had some of the craziest trailers like ever for this game, though.
Yeah,
like,
100%.
Like 𝗃𝗵𝗃 went crazy.
Banjo too, even though it was a repeat of 𝗃𝗵𝗃.
Yeah. Ridley killed Mario.
Bro, this man Mario has been dying in so many of the trailers.
Ridley killed him. Steve killed him.
Joker's, I'm pretty sure.
I think it was Belmont.
People were screaming for Joker.
Oh, that was Luigi. They had to get his brother too. They were like, "Oh yeah, let's kill Luigi here."
That one was sick.
Yeah, all these trailers are just super good. I think Terry, speaking, I feel bad. He's the one we've mentioned least so far.
Terry's trailer.
Terry.
Well,
that was cool, but I think like it was 2D kind of like made it less hype.
I appreciate his addition, but like he's not really my play style, but it was pretty cool.
He's somehow less interesting than Ryu.
I just don't know. I did not know he really existed as a character until we started hearing rumors about him. Because he was one of those characters that we started hearing about due to rumors. So he had a very lackluster surprise factor, which is probably why he's one of the lesser reveals, I'll say.
The way Nux said that made it sound like he heard a Terry from SNK Heroines, and I'm like, Nux, what are you playing, dude?
No, he heard of Terry from that one mobile game ad.
No! Don't even post in the chat, please.
Based.
Chad Terry.
I'm so mad that you brought it up. But yeah, Terry's still cool, I think. He's okay. It's funny because I'm thinking of that one anime clip that started going viral once he got in of the SNK animes, which I didn't even know they had anime movies. That's something new.
What the? Yep, that's new to me right now.
Oh.
Into that.
Yeah, there's a clip of like Terry fighting, I think, the bad guy from his game. I don't know. I don't know anything about SNK. So yeah. And now we move on to Konon, which I swear I was betting you were going to say Banjo. I'm mad. So.
Nah, I'm not Banjo.
You know it's Min Min. You already know it's Min Min.
Hell nah.
Right. This man roasts arms. This man roasts arms.
Man, yeah, I wish Twintel was in there, man.
Y'all just horny.
For real.
I'm just keeping it real.
Okay, low key though, Twintel would have been dope, but the only downside is she would have been Bayonetta 2.0 in terms of her moveset.
Okay.
Because that's literally her abilities. She fights with her hair and she stops time.
She stops time?
As long as she doesn't have the same side B, then that would be pretty cool. Like, I don't know why they gave Bayonetta like that side B.
What is Bayonetta side B?
I think Afterburner Kick was the name, and then it's just like you're just zooming across the screen, and then like if Bayonetta had a more grounded gameplay, like instead of soaring up to the sky, it would have been way cooler to watch. Like, I remember back in, I know I'm going a little off topic real quick, but I remember like in Smash 4, like there would be a few Bayonetta players, or maybe it was just one that would usually like play like a little more grounded, but it wasn't the optimal way to play, but it looked way cooler. But I mean, Yeah, so they could have went in a totally different direction, but they're like, oh, no, we're going to put Marvel in Smash. But I digress.
I don't really have much to say because I play Smash Bros. Like every 3 months. I barely play. I play Ultimate way more. But pretty much every like person that got added is pretty good except for Steve and who else was it? 𝗵𝗵𝗹. I don't like those two.
That's fair. That's if you're not a Minecraft guy, that's fair. I think that's fair.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I'm not raging over it, but it's just like I don't care about it.
That Shokyo energy.
I like that they gave him a unique.
He went way worse. But my favorite addition was probably Joker.
Okay.
You would probably think it's Banjo, but I hate Banjo's moveset like so much.
That's fair. That's understandable.
Yeah, Banjo is like really mixed. That and he gives us like a fully fucking remodeled like
Hey, but I gotta say the people who know how to use Banjo.
Oh yeah, Minolag.
I can't even.
Ace knows him.
Wait, no, who?
Minolag, the Rob God.
Oh yeah. Oh.
He picked up Banjo now.
I need to rematch him. I'm actually better than I used to be. I dropped Roy, so let's see.
Yes, you finally have a good recovery again.
Yeah. I like, man, Roy has like Roy and Chrom, and I guess like they have really cool movement, but then it's like then you're off stage and they're like, okay, I'm sad.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't think that's a good way to balance the games, to just give someone crappy recovery. Like
the pain of being a Dr. Mario main.
Like that's another reason why. Oh yeah,
hey yo, fuck Dr. Mario.
Sad.
PhD, but like I like Luigi as a character, right? And when the game first dropped, I was like, hey, I'm gonna try to learn how to use Luigi. But then it's like his horizontal movement is so garbage. It's like, why would I play Luigi when I'm literally a Daisy main? They have similar weaknesses, like they have to get in to do damage, but it's like Daisy is way better overall. Like she's more well-rounded, so it's like there's no reason for me to play Luigi and go through that pain. So it's like, dang,
well-rounded, quote unquote.
Yes.
Oh my god. Okay, but yeah, that's pretty much all of our thoughts. And it's funny because we actually talked a decent bit about all the DLC characters at the same time. So the only one we didn't actually, I lied. Terry wasn't the one we skipped over. Hero is the one we didn't bring up.
I don't think a single one said anything about. I don't think a single one of us said anything about that, man.
Bruh, I was gonna, but it's not worth it because his moveset's just different.
I don't. It is, but I don't know. I enjoy him. He's actually a cool character in my opinion. I didn't say anything before. Now I'm saying he was cool. But
how are they gonna give? Like,
he was also like the birth of 𝗏𝗲𝗄, wasn't he?
Yes, he was.
Yes, yes,
and
he
then
was.
the meme died in 24 hours.
For real.
Then he got misappropriated by 𝗵𝗲𝗄 fans.
That's true. Yeah, the meme was. Oh yeah, the meme was funny when Hero dropped, but then it's like the 𝗵𝗲𝗄 fans was like, dude, what?
Hero is a character I think deserves to be in the game, and it makes sense because Dragon Quest is big. But I feel like he just kind of got overshadowed by literally everyone else.
Yeah.
Even 𝗵𝗲𝗄, because 𝗵𝗲𝗄 didn't get forgotten because everyone hates her.
Yeah, like the 𝗏𝗲𝗄 thing, it actually worked as a meme because like he was a really popular character, and a lot of people wanted him, right? But then it's like, so there's like 𝗏𝗲𝗄. It's like, yeah, we wanted this character and we deserved him. But then it's like 𝗵𝗲𝗄 comes along. Pretty sure not as many people wanted 𝗵𝗲𝗄, and it's like, so the meme goes.
Right.
Yeah, like Fire Emblem fans need to chill. You guys get everybody. Calm down. Go back to defending your wife.
Bruh, every fan base hates each other.
Nah, Fire Emblem fans are like they get a special hatred from everyone.
One thing I don't get is like, why does Heroes attacks have to be planetary hitboxes? Like, if that wasn't the case, then like, I wouldn't be as mad about like his RNG attacks. It's like, how are you gonna have like planetary attacks?
Okay, I can't even lie.
It's weird because I feel like as dumb as Hero's moveset is, as extremely dumb as it is, I feel like that's the one thing that makes him memorable. Because if he just had generic spells and just swordplay, he would be very forgotten, I feel like.
Yeah, he kind of just feels like a shittier Link.
Yeah. One thing I can say that's like great about this DLC, like the whole thing, is even though we might not like everybody's movesets, I love the direction they're taking with it and making them like so unique from each other. Like,
True.
That's like a really awesome thing.
I'm gonna make a prediction. All right, I think season 2 of the DLC is gonna be better than season 1.
Possible.
What?
Yeah.
How?
When it comes to like movesets and whatnot, like,
oh yeah,
I mean, well, like, because Sephiroth, that was like the most perfect competitive release because you actually got a legal stage and you got a viable character who's arguably a high tier. So, I mean, they had Joker in season 1, so like he fits that role, even though that he didn't have a viable stage. Which you got, but then the other characters, are the rest of them like mid tier? Like, I think.
Uh-huh.
I don't know. I feel like in terms of the overall DLC, in order for Wave 2 to beat Wave 1, it's going to really depend on who those remaining characters are.
Yeah, like the hype levels is important. True.
Yeah, Sora's got to be the
Crash
last one.
Bandicoot, a Fire Emblem character.
Man, we need more Smash waifu.
Hey, bro, no, if we could get Sora.
What would even be the next Fire Emblem character? Would it be like that guy from the DLC?
Why are you doing this?
Oh no! Let's hope Fire Emblem is done. Although I do have a big fear Pokemon will rear its head again. I have a feeling Pokemon will pop back up somehow.
To be fair, I can't even think of a lot of picks that I can even think are that hype anymore.
Hey, who's that girl from Fire Emblem with the green hair?
Which one?
She was a trophy.
Hair?
Oh,
yeah.
What,
yeah,
the Vreedy? The Vreedy? Oh, wow.
Her?
Yeah.
Nah, literally.
She's like highly requested for no reason anyway.
I don't think that'd be like, okay, it's not Waluigi bad, but I don't see the point.
Oh, come on, bruh. See, we disagree on this. I would actually love if Waluigi got one of the final spots.
No,
it would be beautiful irony.
It's too late. It's too late.
It's the Reddit pick.
Nah, next. The moment they added Piranha Plant, any hope for Waluigi should have just been thrown out the window.
Wasn't that like a middle finger to Waluigi fans, or was that just speculation?
Oh, we're gonna get the Piranha Plant. I'm surprised I didn't put him on this list because I was gonna rant on him.
That was like a bonus thing, though, wasn't it?
Yeah,
I kind of liked it for what it was. It was fun.
No, it was cool. It's a cool addition, but this is like at the same time, it's like at that point, it's like they're putting a
Where's Isaac though?
They put another human.
Man,
yeah, but
no, they're gonna put Koopa.
That's not fair. Piranha Plant has a personality, Waluigi doesn't.
Man, bruh, literally, and I was just posting this on my Twitter too. Literally, watch any of the Mario shorts that are before most of the sports games, bruh. Those are so good. I was just posting about that on Twitter.
What's his moveset can be? This fucking Wii Fit trainer knockoff, athletic and shit.
I like how this is involved into a debate for whether Waluigi should be in Smash or not. Putting my bias and love for 𝗬𝗏 aside, I do think some people would see him as a pretty meh pick because he's another Mario character and it's the most represented franchise. So yeah.
Do you guys think we're gonna get anything from like pre-existing third-party franchises again, like Sephiroth? Like maybe not even villains necessarily, but
possible. The big one people think is gonna happen is Dr. Eggman.
Oh yeah,
Eggman for Smash.
I think that'd be cool. Yeah. I'm not a big Sonic guy, but I think that'd be cool.
What's the probability of getting like Among Us in there?
Ew.
This guy.
I mean, quite a bit.
It can be what would even the moveset be? It's funny. It can't even be a Mii fighter. can't even adapt it.
Oh, it's funny. It could maybe because there are Mii fighters that are limbless, and some people speculate that's like hinting for Rayman being one.
I think he's more adaptable, or like not he, whatever it is more adaptable to be an actual fighter than it is to be a Mii fighter.
Like, what if it's like Ice Climbers or something, like another, like something like that, where you're controlling two of them? Maybe, I don't know.
Oh, like one's normal, one's an imposter.
Yeah.
Ice Climbers clone.
Ew.
Oh, that'd be crazy.
I don't think we've had a cross series clone since Melee. Like with like Captain Falcon and Ganondorf.
That would be so weird for them to do it again. I guess because it's DLC, so they can't be that blatantly lazy.
Yeah. No, yeah. They're
Why
all...
did they do Ganondorf like that? Why did they do Ganondorf like
Ganondorf
that?
is Captain Falcon's dad. No, that was weird. They've never done it again, so I think they know it was weird.
Yeah.
Like, there's a million things that could have been in Ganondorf's moveset that are like only now here. Ganondorf only now
like, isn't he a
like his own person. I feel like.
All right, but yeah, and someone brought up Sora. We got to wrap up Smash because we're at the 40-minute mark, and we definitely got to get to the other stuff. But I'm gonna bring up Sora real quick. I feel like him alone would make Wave 2 above Wave 1 because he's
yeah.
I think before we move on, everyone just like shout out like other possible characters that you think have a shot.
Dante.
Oh yeah, Dante.
Oh yeah, a Mortal Kombat character.
No.
A Tekken character.
They can't do Mortal Kombat. That would have to be some shit like.
What if it's
Scorpion?
And Tekken got Mii costumed again, so I feel like they might be done.
Devil Jin, maybe, or no. Oh, but with Mortal Kombat, I don't know why, but I've been hearing people talk like, what if they add Sub-Zero? Like, I don't know.
I think it'd be weird.
Yeah, they would censor it or something. I don't know.
What are the other two, Blaze Blue and Guilty Gear? Do you think any of them from there has a shot?
No.
I mean, saying they don't have a shot, I can see them fitting into the roster, but at the same time, it's like it's very unlikely.
They're not hype. They're not hype at all.
Yeah, I know.
Blaze Blue is like Adventure Quest.
I know like Guilty Gear is gonna drop, but like that would be kind of niche, just similar to how they added Terry.
Right.
Yeah, I think they kind of backpedaled on that. I feel like Terry was something that like Sakurai got his thing in.
Oh no, I'm convinced Terry was 100% a Sakurai pick.
Like I don't think I think Nintendo probably was like.
You're not gonna convince me Nintendo cared about freaking SNK. That's so random.
Yeah, no. Oh, we can't forget fucking Arl.
Oh, she's up there for no reason, but I could see her sliding in there.
Oh, yo.
I feel like Crush or Spyro have the chance.
Oh, Lord.
God of War is not gonna, like, I don't even know
not
how that
Kratos.
That's
Master Chief is possible, weirdly enough. He is. I don't think he'll be in, but Master Chief is very possible. And someone brought up Crash. Crash, definitely. I feel like he has a huge shot.
You know, the crazy thing about Crash is
I'm not feeling it.
Oh, Alpha, you died. Yeah. Dang, rip. Yeah, you cut out Alpha.
Oh, I said I'd rather have Spyro than Crash.
Okay, I got that. Spyro's not getting in. I don't think they're gonna put Spyro over Crash.
Yeah, same, but you know, hope.
Personally, I have more of a connection to Spyro, so I agree.
Yeah.
I have no connection to either.
That's
like. See, and then we can always say our bullshit picks, like I want Cat from Gravity Rush, but that will never fucking happen.
Oh, true. Yo, I want Cat from Gravity Rush. Hat Kid in the game, dude.
Did you say Hat Kid? The hat before Hat in Time? Bruh, I feel like in indie, maybe they could put an indie character in. I feel like if any indie character is gonna get in, I feel like they might put in Frisk solely because of how huge Sans was. Maybe.
Doubt it.
Bro, Stevenson.
I feel like Hat Kid would be a Mii fighter.
Hat Kid would be
not
Mii
the
fighter,
first-
yeah.
Is Steve not the first indie as a proper fighter?
Yeah, Steve
think
barely
he
counts
is.
because he's owned by Microsoft, so he don't
Yeah,
got that.
He was like a
He was originally an indie character.
He is also the one and only Sweden representation in Smash.
I think
I
when it
never
comes,
even thought about that.
I think when it comes to predictions, like sometimes it's the addition is also like a promotion for a game that's coming out, like Sephiroth. That kind of goes with how they're
Right. And that's something we should have saw coming with him.
For when they release the rest of Final Fantasy VII Remake in 5 years.
So, like, what's a big game that's coming out that could potentially get a character in? Like,
Crash is the huge one because he has so many games on Switch right now.
Yeah.
That's a good point. I can't think of what's even coming out in the next little bit.
Any Sonic games coming out?
Oh Lord. Don't make me go into Sonic, please.
Yo, real talk, we can get Kratos. They've been kind of loose with his IP lately, and he's getting like that, like, what is it, God of War Ragnarok or whatever.
Oh, are you thinking of? Are you talking about Fortnite, bruh?
No.
Fortnite,
no.
Oh yeah, I think Jonesy is still possibly on the table.
Very possible.
Bro, if I see Jonesy, if I see that fucking bus on a Smash review, I'm fucking leaving. I swear.
Bro, I was so terrified during the Game Awards that Jonesy was about to walk out with the Smash invite.
Agent Jonesy coming through the thing.
I was so convinced because there was so much Fortnite stuff, like talk about Smash, and I still think there's a lot of potential for Fortnite because there were like a bunch of rumors, and the guy who's one of the creators, I think he said like no comment when he asked about Fortnite and Smash. So that's terrifying.
That's scary.
Spike, they're gonna do the dance like as a.
Oh no!
Oh no!
The worst thing they could do is have the whole Smash cast break out in doing it.
Disgusting.
If I see Sephiroth doing that fucking dumbass dance,
I think Sephiroth at least would be safe because Cloud himself rarely appears in trailers. He was only in Sephiroth's because that's his boy.
that ain't his boy, but
you know what I mean. No. And the worst part is it's a gift. So now we have to see this throughout the whole thing.
Say,
isn't it the Pokemon dance that she stole?
I have no idea.
Oh yeah, they steal dances too. Bro, imagine they get smoke. Someone tries to sue Smash because they put a Fortnite dance in.
Yeah,
Sakurai would be like, "This was my big mistake." That might be the one thing holding them back. Maybe they don't want that kind of smoke. I don't know. But other than that, there's nothing stopping them. All right.
I think Epic Games keeps getting into stupid legal battles and stuff, and I feel like Nintendo doesn't want that right now.
Oh yeah. Whatever. Which is a good segue into our next category at last. So I think we're all done with Smash. Any last thoughts on that? I'll let y'all talk.
I'm good.
Nope.
Give us rollback Nintendo, please. All right, I'm done.
It's funny because that relates to the next thing. All right, so we are at the next category, the Nintendo Controversies of 2020. And before I start that, let me delete this stupid GIF because I don't want to see it on replay in the chat. Please. Okay, now that I've done that, let me talk about the Nintendo Controversies of 2020. So we're going to go down this list and talk about all the negative things about Nintendo. Now, I don't think this will be too bad for my channel because I gas up Nintendo all the time. You can't say I'm a Nintendo hater because I like cry over Smash and stuff. But yeah, let's talk about the controversies. I don't know. Okay, so how many of these do y'all know? I guess I can ask. Like, I'm trying to think about how I can go about asking y'all about this. Like, how many of these do you think you know about them or feel strongly about?
I know about the free melee thing, towards like Nintendo was like, hey, yo, what's this Slippy thing? And then they're like, oh, nah, we can't have that. And they even shut down the Splatoon thing, that Splatoon tournament, because
they asked for it.
Yeah, I feel like I'm so mixed on that specifically because on one hand, yeah, doing that is definitely going to piss off Nintendo. But on the other hand, I feel like it was really stupid of Nintendo to literally go out of their way to shut down this stream. And keep in mind, this is a big misconception. They did not shut down the tournament. They shut down the stream.
Yeah. Oh.
I think it was worse that they did it instead of just not acknowledging it or something, or banning people.
Right. So basically, they just didn't want smoke. Is all. They knew if they canceled the whole thing, then that would be a problem.
True. Yeah.
Because then that's just them straight up saying, "Oh, if you say free melee, we're not even letting you play the game." Which at that point, that's ridiculous. But even then, I still feel like what they did was a little petty in that sense. And that's the biggest controversy for sure. And the funny thing is, that was in December.
People spammed free melee during the Sephiroth reveal, right?
Rep.
Oh, yeah, they did.
Mm-hmm. Bro, they spammed it during the whole Game Awards, and Nintendo was barely there.
The funniest thing, Nintendo having that orchestra thing at the Game Awards for Mario's 35th anniversary, and then not saying anything about the 35th anniversary.
Well, I think that's because it was over by that point.
Nintendo's such a weird company. I mean, isn't it continuing until the 31st when all Mario games will explode?
Oh man, that's another subject we're getting to. Yeah,
like 3D World isn't even out.
And they had a random ad for 3D World during the Game Awards. I don't know, man.
There was no new footage. Nintendo's such a weird company, bro.
Yeah, and that's basically this category, talking about how dumb and weird they are. I feel like more than anything, they're not EA tier, I would say. They're not an outright bad company, because if they were a bad company, we would not.
They still released like mostly finished games. Their DLC's a little expensive, but
yeah, like I feel like if they were an outright, because that's the overall point I want to make. After all of this, and some of this is legitimately bad and scummy stuff for sure, and I think they need to be called out for it. But I don't think at the end of the day, Nintendo is a super bad company. And another thing I want to rant about before I let y'all talk in, people keep spamming the word anti-consumerism. And I do think some of the decisions they make are what I would say is anti-consumer. But also, that's not the definition of anti-consumerism.
What is the definition?
Like, anti-consumerism specifically means like they just don't want people buying anything they make, which is a lie. They want you to buy their stuff.
Oh yeah, well, I think you're looking for anti-consumer. Anti-consumerism is not buying stuff. Anti-consumer means they're shitting on the consumer.
Right. I think that's how people are using it, which makes sense because they have been crapping on their fans lately. But I just want to make that clear.
Yeah.
Technicalities.
Speaking of the AA thing, I don't think we brought this up, but like unfinished games, like Animal Crossing came out this year and sold like unreasonably well, but that game was like empty at launch. I think the excuse was that
I don't think Animal Crossing was as empty as some of the other bad examples. Like, people bring up Star Allies a lot, which
no, but all the like yearly events in Animal Crossing, I'm pretty sure were like drip fed like around when those events happen in real life.
Right.
Yeah.
So you didn't. Yeah. My bad. Yeah, like they updated to add like say like summer events and stuff, and then winter events. Like they had a New Year's event, which I thought was kind of funny, but like that, none of that stuff was in there at launch, and people were just like, Animal Crossing doesn't have that much lasting hype. No one's gonna play Animal Crossing like
right.
more than a month or two after launch.
Right, and I think that's where they went wrong with it.
Corona.
People just gonna like pop in whenever there's like a holiday or something.
Right.
And leave again.
And Conan makes a good point, though. It did, however, do great because of A, there were not many other Nintendo games, and B, coronavirus.
Yeah, like it didn't sell well because it was like a great Animal Crossing entry.
I don't think it was an outright bad game, maybe, because I think it had a lot of some of the stuff other older ones had. But obviously, yeah, because they took out so much in order to drip feed it, that hurt it.
I think it's fine like now, but I think they definitely made a mistake.
For sure. And who plays Animal Crossing? I don't, so.
I don't. That's the biggest complaint I heard.
I've only played the latest one. I didn't get too far in it. I went to a certain point, and then I kind of just like gradually stopped playing it as much. I kind of like broke my streak of playing it for consecutive days, and I was like, and it just kind of fizzled away, and I forgot I had it.
Okay, that's fair. I'm not a big Animal Crossing guy, so I'm not going to sit here and act like, oh, I played New Horizons and I'm defending the game. No, I just want to make it clear. Make that clear.
It was fun.
GameCube.
All right, so we got on that. We did get on the free Melee stuff. Anyone got any more to say on that specifically? You know, the free Melee stuff. How do you feel about that?
Oh, there's two things. It's not specifically the free Melee thing, but it's other stuff Nintendo did. Unless someone had something specifically to say about free Melee. Oh, okay. For one of the tournaments, didn't they give all like a $30 gift card or something? Or am I misremembering that?
Oh yeah, another part of the controversies is that they weren't giving proper awards. I think that one was slightly blown out of proportion because it's not like they promised big cash rewards for some of those tournaments, but they did give, you know, kind of crappy awards for some of the tournaments. They like barely.
Wasn't one of them like a Switch in Smash Bros or something?
I think so.
That's
like, bro, Nintendo is like run by crazy people.
What? Wait. How is that bad though? I think giving away a Switch is okay for a tournament. That's fine.
I mean,
you own one. You probably own one.
You should own one.
Oh, right. That makes sense. Yeah. If you're playing the game, you own one. That is bad. Okay, on second thought, I'm stupid. I'm stupid.
Unless you like sell the Switch.
I think the prize should be like in the thousands of dollars worth.
Yeah.
It should at least be signed by Miyamoto or something, or Sakurai.
Bro, it should be signed by everyone in the company. If I'm gonna be first place in it.
What do you mean everyone in the company? I don't give a crap if freaking Johnny signs my copy of Smash Bros.
I'm saying that's still not worth it.
Miyamoto or Sakurai or Aonuma signed it, I'm good.
I mean, Miyamoto is trapped in Super Nintendo world right now.
If you're winning a tournament, this is like your career, bro.
True.
That's what you practice this every day.
No one casually wins tournaments.
I think that's a big part of it. A lot of people are so mad that Nintendo is bad with the tournament scene because it's their living. I think that's a big part of it.
Yeah.
That's their problem, to be honest.
No one's going to casually join the NFL, you know?
And
I'm not going to be like, let me go play football for fun. Fuck that. I'm there for the money.
Konon makes a good point, though. I'm going to let Konon have the mic because he talks about this a lot.
You can't pick a career that doesn't support you in the first place, basically.
Right.
Like, Nintendo has never gave good prizes or did tournaments like that in the first place.
True. I remember hearing like Brawlhalla, actually you get big bucks winning those tournaments, and that game's like good play. Right?
Well, I mean, Nintendo doesn't even support Smash Bros. Anyway. Like, I don't think that's part of the argument. But if you're gonna have one outright, like, people should just not show up. Wait, were the prizes not disclosed ahead of time?
I mean, they were given. I just want to make that clear. It's not like they skimped someone out on their money. If they did, that would be a problem.
No, I'm saying, like, did people know what the prizes were before they signed up?
I don't know that.
If they didn't know, that's
okay. Yeah, if they didn't, that might be bad. Yeah.
I mean, like that. Then the outrage wouldn't really exist if they knew beforehand. Because if you knew beforehand, you knew what the fuck you were signing up for. It's like there wouldn't be any outrage in the first place if there.
That's true, but let's not act like the Smash Bros. Community makes sense.
Sure.
To be honest, they should just be like Sonic Fox and play multiple games. I'm pretty sure that dude's making money.
Yeah, he's doing.
Yeah, like I think it's dumb to only play Smash. Like you know what you're getting into, not getting money, but.
Right. And I think another big part of it is I don't think Nintendo has necessarily a right to support and finance every tournament. Like, that's a big stance I have. And let me just say that's my stance. That's not any of the others. So if you want to attack someone, that's me. But I think Nintendo doesn't have to fund every Smash tournament per se. What do y'all think?
That's true. They have the freedom to do what they want. Like, they don't have to.
But that's not the problem. They also meddle. Like
that, yeah, that's true. They mess with tournaments, so. But I feel like they have a slight right to do. But the way they go about it, I think, is
As long as the thing about that, as long as the tournament is fair to Nintendo, as long as they're not like bad mouthing Nintendo or they're like doing anything illegal towards the company, it's like anybody should be allowed to just host a tournament, really.
Yeah,
right.
And that's my opinion.
I don't think they have to fund tournaments or anything, but they should at least facilitate like guidelines and say the game has like a streaming mode or something.
Right.
I think that's kind of their obligation.
Right. And I feel like that's the big problem. There's no real definition to what's good on Nintendo's good side and what's on their bad side. They're weird like that.
Yeah, I think that's arguably worse than not being there at all. That's way worse. Not having.
Yeah.
Another thing is the fact that in terms of legal stuff, it would be bad, I guess, if they were pirating Smash to host these tournaments. But the thing that they're not acknowledging is that Melee is a game that's old and not really sold anymore. So I think there's no harm coming from doing online with Melee. There's no harm
to
from
assert
that.
it as illegal, even though it's not necessarily.
Right. Now, keep in mind, I have a suspicion if they were to do Melee HD with online or something like that, then this would make a lot more sense. As to why they attacked it. I'll say that. And it would be kind of scummy, but it would make sense.
If they did release a Melee HD, I'm 90% sure they might end up patching some of it, and then the Melee pro players would not like the game and would just switch back to the other one, and then Melee HD would be a separate game, tournament wise.
Man, if Melee HD finally happens, that would be so weird. It's been a meme for a while. But
I don't think it's gonna happen because Nintendo doesn't want to have two competing products.
That's fair. That's another point. They wouldn't remake a Smash game, especially when they're literally supporting one right now.
Yeah, not unless it was years after Smash came out and they still were running the Switch and stuff.
Right. And I could say more on that, but I'm gonna just hold off on that. I could say a bunch on that, but I'm gonna hold off.
You gotta move on.
Okay.
Oh, I had one last thing with what Nintendo's been doing.
Okay.
It was that didn't they shut down that one guy who was supplying custom Joy-Cons?
Right, and I don't even have that. I don't even have that incident on my list. Dang, I almost forgot about that. Okay,
so literally, I was gonna say literally, the money was going to charity too, so that was kind of weird on Nintendo. Dude, come on.
Okay, so this is weird because I think something was weird found out about that guy. I'm not sure whether he was lying about the charity, but there was something fishy found out about that guy from what I heard. I don't want to act like I know that, but there was something weird with him. But I think it was it's weird because people make money off custom controllers all the time.
Yeah. Also, I didn't really look too far into the story, so I'm not trying to spread no fake news or nothing. But...
Me neither. So that's why I'm
It's basically another case of they announced something, Nintendo found out about it, and Nintendo shut it down.
Yeah, that's usually how these go.
Nintendo pretty much has the legal rights to shut it down. The whole branding, their trademark or whatever. But they didn't have to. That's the thing.
Right.
Yeah, they weren't even. These are they're already paying for Joy-Cons. What is this? Who does this hurt?
That's a big part of it. They gotta buy the Joy-Cons to supply these, so they're making money either way. Unless they're stealing them or something, but I doubt that.
I think it was probably a mix of I think part of it was just that they're hard asses, but I think it was also probably some like Japanese exec finding out and like a language barrier.
Maybe. I feel like that's a lot of these issues, low key.
Hey, that can be a huge problem in a lot of senses.
And I've had an issue with like their higher ups for a while. I think their higher ups are like old Japanese farts that like don't understand a lot of stuff.
A big part of it is probably like investors too. Like Japan has like a completely different like stock and investor culture that we don't have. I don't think.
I got an issue.
Like I said in the, you can go.
I got an issue with the left analog stick on my Joy-Cons. After a month, that shit always starts drifting.
Here we go.
Like,
oh yeah.
And then I was like, oh no, there's no issue with the controllers.
Here we go. Joy-Con Tokyo Drift.
Then I think they started offering them for free before the class action.
I remember hearing about that. Yeah,
the class action's like well underway. I think they're asking people to send testimonials because Nintendo's trying to claim that like it's not actually a big deal,
so which is BS.
Hold up, I gotta.
So they want people to write letters and like record videos about how it is a big deal and how it's messed up, but Nintendo's otherwise offering free repairs, but the repaired Joy-Cons still do it eventually.
Since Andrew said that, how Nintendo's saying that's not a big deal. Nah, fuck that. My Joy-Cons don't even work anymore. Like, they're literally not usable.
Dang. I will say this. This is something I side with the peoples on this one, because Joy-Con drift is some BS.
Absolutely. But for what it's worth, the repair process is pretty easy for me. I got mine fixed like last month. And I'd even buy my Switch in the country, so.
My thing is that a warranty thing, or are you just like free to do that whenever?
I think you're free. I just filled up like the form on the website. I think you can basically do it whenever, as long as they look at your thing and they're not like fucked up.
Okay.
I will say this though. I think one of the reasons they're not trying to focus on it is I have a suspicion that they're going to fix this with the Switch Pro Joy-Cons.
Are you telling me they're going to have like a different Joy-Con model?
Maybe. I have a suspicion about that.
Bro, I think they have bigger things to worry about.
Possibly, yeah.
Bro, when Genshin Impact comes out on the Switch and like runs better than Breath of the Wild 2, it's going to be bad. Runs and looks better.
Man, they're definitely behind on graphics, I'll say that. I mean, they always are. Well, not always, but you know what I mean.
I mean, oh yeah, and Hyrule Warriors doesn't even look like anything crazy. And that shit runs in like 2 FPS. It's ridiculous.
Wait, why are y'all using Joy-Cons in the first place, though?
I was also going to say that. Like, the one thing that makes me not as mad about that is I don't use Joy-Cons.
I only use
like a price point, bro. Like,
I use them when I'm handheld.
I even use
handheld mode.
I even use the Pro Controller. Those shits fuck up. Like the current Pro Controller I use, like it makes me do pivots. Like when I'm playing Smash, it makes me pivot when I'm not even trying to, and that's been happening since like the first week I got it. I was
like come on,
you must have got that from China.
Wait, the Pro Controller?
Yeah, my Pro Controller is fine.
What did you say?
Yeah,
bro, I have my Pro Controller since like day one, bro, 2017.
Yeah, I have the Smash.
Bad luck.
Yeah, maybe, but it's weird because they have different sticks, right? So like, and they don't have the problem of cramming all that into like the little space of a Joy-Con, so there's not really an excuse.
Wait, are y'all saying Pro Controllers drift? Because mine are fine. I think Pro Controllers.
Yeah, mine's fine too.
Yeah,
My Pro's lit.
Consistency of like the Pro Controllers. Like my first one, after a while, it started drifting, and then my current one.
Oh, I didn't even know those could drift.
Yeah,
any sticks can drift.
Huh?
Yeah,
like
true.
After enough wear, most do. Eventually, lots of people online say I've actually never broken a controller. So
yeah, well, at least my Switch Pro controllers are okay, so I don't have as much of beef with that. But yeah, they should fix those.
To be fair, I think some of us take like breaks from Smash really often, like or other games pretty often from the Switch.
That's a big part of it. We don't even be playing the games that need Joy-Cons. I haven't used Joy-Cons since Odyssey.
Oh no, my Joy-Cons are broken, dude. I used to play handheld all the time.
Last time
you guys should try and check the Joy-Con repair thing because they send you they like give you a shipping label to print, and all you have to do is package it and go to like UPS or something.
No, yeah, I'll definitely look into that when I get the chance. Since you mentioned it.
All right, so
you know that. I had to. Should I jump into? Are we still talking about Nintendo?
Yeah, we're on the Nintendo controversies. We're not done yet.
Okay, I want to slide in and say like, I think the fact that stuff was underwhelming was okay. Like,
yeah, in terms of releases, I think that was I think that one was over exaggerated a little bit.
I guess I should slide into this first. Like PS5 stuff happened this year. And like there are a lot of like I guess like fan problems with PS5s. Otherwise, I think they've been okay. I haven't heard anything about Xboxes. I think those are okay. But yeah, I had to repair mine, and like that was like a pretty smooth repair process too. So I think otherwise, like most companies are.
Oh yeah, your PS5 had like the noise.
Yeah, it still has a noise, but I think that's like it's hitting a sticker or something, and it's a lot like it's not bad anymore. It like goes away in rest mode, so I think it's fine.
Okay.
Like getting a loud ass fan noise in rest mode is like unacceptable. But yeah.
Yeah, lack of games. That was obviously partly due to the virus, you know.
But they also released that statement where they said everything that was slated for this year is still on track. So they're either lying or this year was just always going to be bad.
Well, some of the stuff we know for sure did get pushed back. Like No More Heroes was going to be this year, but got pushed back. And like I feel like they said the stuff, like not all their stuff. I think they meant not all their stuff was going to be pushed back, but I think the stuff that was like set in stone, like Paper Mario and boy, let me not talk about Paper Mario.
The way I read it, I thought it said that like everything for this year is fine, with the implication that stuff that was slated for next year might be pushed back.
True.
But I don't know.
Breath of the Wild 2, some people said that got pushed back. Now that we know that Age of Calamity exists, I have a feeling it was never going to be this year.
Yeah, I don't think it was ever going to be this year. True. I think at earliest it's holiday next year.
Yeah.
Like absolute earliest. I don't think they're even going to try and do it any earlier. And like we don't have any other big games coming down the pipeline. Like I don't think Metro Prime 4 or Bayonetta are coming anytime soon.
Well, Bayonetta maybe next year. Well, this year. This year for sure.
I haven't even seen another sequel. Oh, I mean, yeah, sorry. I meant holiday this year. I'm still getting used to.
Yeah.
2021. Yeah,
I will say the fact we haven't seen Bayonetta since its reveal is yikes. But I do think there's a possibility it could be this year.
I don't know how Platinum works. Like, they might be completely okay with announcing a game and releasing it like 2 months later. So I don't know.
It's funny because that's what Nintendo did with a lot of their games in 2020, like Paper Mario.
Yeah, that's true. I think Japan's only like last month has been getting, or like 2 months ago, getting like back to work somewhat.
Yeah. And that ties into the lack of Nintendo Directs, which people were going crazy for that.
Yeah, but then that's another thing. It's like we have to realize that there had to be accommodations for the year. Like this virus hit people harder than what people it hit the business world harder than people. It made it harder for everybody.
For what it's worth, I think this is one of the more like work from homeable jobs. True. Like any job is hard when you can't just like tap your coworker's shoulders and ask them a question or something, or ask like the lead designer questions. But like, I still think like Nintendo I think people are like complacent with droughts. Like when you have the other consoles, like sure everything slows down, but you still have other companies to release games.
True, and and it helps that when Nintendo does get one of those big games out, it's usually a pretty big hit. Like Animal Crossing was a hit, even though it lacked some content. Paper Mario was a hit for people, even though I have things to say about that game, and I'm not going to say jack on that game because I got a whole video on that.
I've accepted that Paper Mario is not, because it's something completely different.
Trust me, I got a video for that. That's all I'm going to say.
I mean, so I got a bomb ready.
Well, yeah, I don't even think the direct stopped because of coronavirus. Because if you look at the lineup for this year, they didn't just put all these ports and remakes out for like just to sit. Like they had this ready.
It's weird because they confirmed that they were sitting on some of these games.
I mean, isn't that the point of the Switch? It's portable, right?
Like Pikmin 3 Deluxe was one game they were sitting on for sure. The Mario 35 is something we know was pushed back a little bit because that was supposed to be in April.
I think that is fair because I think Nerd or whatever their division is called was doing that mostly alone, and they're not like a big team. So I think it being pushed back by Corona makes sense.
And I guess on that subject, that's another one of the controversies, which was how underwhelming 3D All-Stars was.
Oh yeah, that shit was ass. And the fact that it's like, I guess it's not like limited stock really at all, but like for full price.
Yeah, that was... I gave my thoughts on it in a separate video on it, but my thoughts was basically that I think Nintendo definitely could have done better. I don't think it's a big ripoff because, again, you're getting those games and they do have some improvements, but for sure they could have done better.
I mean, like, didn't the other games have, or didn't the original All-Stars have like other side content? And when you look at stuff like the Mega Man collections, they're always filled to the brim with like,
the
like
original All-Stars
materials and stuff like that. Like, I just don't think it was a good value proposition at all.
Right. If we're comparing specifically to the original All-Stars, it already falls short there because the original All-Stars was literally remasters of 4 of the classic Mario Brothers games.
Oh yeah,
straight remasters. Like they redid everything like 16-bit. So that
all the 64 code is out there. They could have recompiled it
for sure.
I think it's bullshit that it doesn't fit the screen. Like I think it's fine that it's like 4x3 or whatever. Like it's the square, like screen size. I don't mind that, but it like there's black bars on the top and bottom.
Yeah, that's bad.
And that's like I think they could have easily unlocked the frame rates for all of these.
I will say, in terms of like straight up presentation comparison, 3D All-Stars is slightly better than the original because the original is literally just those 4 games. There were no side features. However, it is bad. Yeah, it is bad when you compare it to something like Kirby Dream Collection, which had tons of side content.
Yeah, it's kind of funny that like the Mario 64 thing happened like around the same time and just like made it look really bad.
Yeah.
My thoughts on it is they took the BLJ out of Mario 64. It's unplayable.
Oh, did you guys see that? Okay, not to derail too much. That tweet out that guy who's like, when Mario has a glitch, everyone says it's great, but when Sonic has glitches,
man, that's a whole different. That's a whole different can of worms. I'll say that. All I can say is that I've been saying this on my channel for a while. Sonic does get a little more crap than he deserves sometimes, but I will say no because it's more precedent in Sonic. Sonic games are not as polished.
Bro, you be playing Sonic Adventure 1 like falling through the floor and shit?
I will say it's not that bad. You're not always falling through the freaking floor.
Okay,
but
I think
it is less polished than 64 a little bit.
On the like killer whale level are kind of bad. And
yeah, glitches can happen. Bad stuff can happen.
I think there's that jungle level in the start where you go on the walls and that shit would fuck me up too.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
And that's about as far as I got. And both stages had glitches. So
the two Sonic games I could say that just fucked me up was one Sonic Heroes, and I love Sonic Heroes. I'm just gonna say that right now.
Sonic Heroes is a game I don't think is that glitchy at all. Then again, I think that's specifically the GameCube port because I hear that the PS2 port is terrible.
See, Nux, I'm a PlayStation kid, so I can tell you that shit was a 2-pack of ass. That shit.
Oops.
Oh my god. And
wait, what game?
Sonic Heroes. Sonic Heroes is infamous because the GameCube version is actually not that bad. It's actually kind of good.
The GameCube version's fine.
Yeah.
But that PlayStation version, oh my god. I want you to know, I played it when I was like 7. I didn't beat the game until I was 12. All right. But moving on, Konon's going to talk shit about me right now. But
That's your fault.
Sonic 06. That's my fault. But okay, actually no, Andrew. It wasn't entirely my fault. But back on top, Sonic 06. I had a glitch where all the graphics of the game just shut off. Like it was just like the fucking like I don't even know what the fuck they call it. Like what do you call like when models are just like those like lines like a grid or some shit?
Oh, they lost like other textures.
Yeah, all the textures on the entire game just disappeared on me.
I will say this. We're gonna jump from Sonic because I feel like Sonic is a whole different can of worms. But I will say this: 06 is the ultimate example of unavoidable glitches. That's stuff like you can't ignore. You encounter glitches no matter what you do in there. So I ain't gonna defend that.
The Xbox less glitches.
Less glitches, but there are still glitches. I ain't gonna defend 06. I'm gonna make that clear.
I think the problem with 06 is that a lot of the game design just wasn't good as well.
That too.
I ran into like 3 big glitches, and that was it.
I think it's just boring as hell. Like besides, like just poor design for most of the Silver and Shadow stuff.
See, look what you guys have done. Now the next one gonna be Sonic. Wait till we get to the Sonic discussion.
You have like closing thoughts on Mario 3D All Stars?
I got nothing. I didn't buy it because
Okay, do we have closing thoughts on Nintendo bullshit this year?
The only problem with Mario was that the Mario Galaxy port was pretty bad.
Was it?
It didn't feel the same at all.
The controls?
Right.
Yeah.
That and where's Galaxy 2?
Oh yeah, that infamous thing.
Oh yeah, what do you guys think is going to happen after the 31st? I feel like they might re-release it with Galaxy 2.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
What if they release each one individually
for $60?
Ew. No, they ain't gonna do that. I can say that much. They wouldn't dare.
That would be cursed. They release them each individually.
Okay, I think the most they can do is 30. That's still Nintendo levels.
That's still bad. That's still bad, but not as bad.
I say 20. I'd say 20.
That's also bad, I feel like, low key, because on Wii and Wii U, they were cheaper. They were a little cheaper on Wii and Wii U.
What were they?
I think 64 was like less than $10 for sure.
I think it was $10, $20.
Yeah. Galaxy, I think, was up there, and Galaxy 2 was also on the Wii U eShop. It was also around that range. But yeah, I could see that. That's possible.
Yeah,
$60 each, though? Hell no. That's going to be a no.
You buy that, you're.
I think the most plausible scenario is that like nothing happens. It goes away, and we don't even get like Nintendo 64 Virtual Console.
Please no.
Like maybe they do some other re-release stuff, but I think that's probably the most.
I feel like if Nintendo 64 Virtual Console is coming, I feel like they're still low key meeting with Rare right now. Let's be honest.
They're doing what?
Meeting with Rare, because Rare literally has the rights to like the best N64 games.
Oh yeah.
True.
That's true. They have like half the library.
Oh yeah.
They have like half the good library.
That reminds me, not to get too off topic, but Grant Kirkhope and a few other people were tweeting about Banjo randomly, and then like how, what if like a sequel or something? And I'm like, no, please don't give me hope. I was like, no, please.
In what context? Because I feel like people always at them and say shit like that, and they're like,
oh yeah, no, Grant always talks about Banjo. He talks about it a lot.
Basically, I think his name is Steven Males. He's in the Platonic Games right now. He said that Banjo-Kazooie, our toy release, Smash Bros. Came out. And he said Banjo's in Smash now, so what's going to happen with Banjo now? So people took that as it's a new game coming.
I don't think Platonic is in a state to release a good Banjo game.
Well, they did finally get their act together with Yooka-Laylee. I'll say that.
Is it good now?
That Impossible layer was pretty cool. I didn't beat it yet. But
oh, it's fun.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I was streaming it actually on Twitch, but then I stopped. I should probably continue.
The thing people don't get about Yooka-Laylee is it's a game that we literally funded. It's a Nintendo 64 game. Like if you go down the checklist on the Kickstarter, like all that that's in the game is what we wanted, basically.
Yeah, it's not like Mighty Number 9 where they never delivered on certain stuff like the freaking 3DS port.
Bro, did they have another Kickstarter for like Redash or something that just never came out?
Red Ash, I think it was.
Oh yeah, and wasn't there like, man, I can't speak English. Wasn't there like a, I guess that was probably in the original Kickstarter. There's like a bunch of Mighty Number 9 shit that didn't come out, right?
Yeah. Like Mighty Number 9 was a much bigger disaster. Yyooka-Laylee at least delivered on its promises. It was just a kind of okay game is the problem.
Yeah, it was like, I would say like it was fine. There was some really cool parts, but then there was like mediocre parts. It was like I didn't 100% it, but I did like I think a good amount of the game. I played a good amount of the game. The final fight was interesting. Yeah, it was I would say it's decent.
Pretty much people expected Banjo 3. They're just making another 90s game.
My rating is a C tier. That's it. Because I funded that game. I supported it. And I unfortunately supported Mighty Number 9, but let me not talk about that.
Conan, are you saying we signed the contract and the contract said this will be kind of boring?
Too late. like those awful, like, you know what I'm talking about, what's his name, Tyrannosaurus Rex or whatever? Kartos?
I don't.
I know him. Yeah,
but
we funded that.
Oh yeah, something Rextro or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know his name. Basically, it was like a bunch of shitty mini games.
Yo, the Kartos levels, like there was quite a bit of jank on there.
Garbage. Those were the worst parts of the game.
Yeah, I was like, oh no, but I'm gonna try hard, so I was like, man, I'm gonna beat this level anyway. Then I grinded and I beat him.
I take one thing back. We did fund the Kartos levels, but they said Donkey Kong, so I was expecting 2D. That wasn't 2D. Like, it was a bunch of camera angles and stuff.
Yeah, and you could fall into the foreground, like on certain turns. You jump and you go off the rails and into the foreground. And I'm like, yo, I thought it was like a 2-dimensional space right here. So like, I'll get hit by jank like that.
That's what y'all get for bringing up Sonic 06.
Oh, but when it comes to Kickstarter games, yo, Hat in Time, 10 out of 10. Yo, that game was perfect.
Oh yeah, that was dope.
Yeah, me and Conan
I'll give it a 9.
We backed it, and then, yo, the music, OD.
Thanks,
the
bro.
gameplay, OD. The everything, yo.
Yeah, that was a fun little game.
I still hate Chapter 4.
Is that the Ghost contract one?
Oh no. That's the Subnautica Forest. He's talking about the ones where you're in the sky.
Oh, okay. Oh, that one can be annoying too. Some of those.
How long is it?
There was some jank
forever.
there. Yeah.
How long is it?
Hat in Time overall.
It's not that long, especially if you don't 100% it.
Right.
It's like I didn't count the hours, but
I think it's like 20 to 30 hours maybe.
To just go through it normally?
Like on the first playthrough.
I feel like that's on the long side. Are you sure?
I guess it depends on how seasoned the gamer is.
Yeah, I feel like how much side stuff is there?
If you just run it through, it's probably like 9 hours. But I 100%ed it first time. So
yeah, I have that brain disease where I gotta do all the side stuff before I finish the game, and if I don't, I'll never go back to it.
Oh, dude, same.
it'll take you a bit then.
Yeah, if I like a game,
True.
More than 10 hours.
Yeah, if
I did that with Breath of the Wild.
Oh, you 100% of that?
Yeah.
Oh,
Somehow I did everything in like 60 hours.
you got the Korok seeds? Bless.
Oh, you capping.
Yeah. That was
fuck?
You got all the poop in 60 hours?
yeah. I used a map, but like still, it still takes a long time.
You're using them Adderall strats.
All right, it's safe
like
to
no life that game for like a week.
I like how this section was supposed to be just crapping on Nintendo, but we kind of just steered from that. See, this is what I'm saying. It's proof. Nintendo is not all bad, even though they didn't make stuff like A Hat in Time. They make good games.
I gotta shit on Hyrule Warriors.
That's the perfect way to end it.
I'm pretty sure the original runs better, and I don't think Breath of the Wild has like a demanding art style. I don't know what's going on. I think they're just like.
Bro, I've been saying that since the beginning.
And I feel like it has a lack of content, especially for $60. Like
Age of Calamity.
I'm not done it.
I could see that because Hyrule Warriors is stuffed with content, especially the Switch one, because that has content from like the original, the 3DS one. Like that one is like that's stuff compared to Age of Calamity.
I don't think that's that fair, considering those had like a season pass and stuff, but it still feels pretty limited because Hyrule Warriors had all that those side modes and stuff, and maybe those unlock after. But right now, it just seems like just like one overworld map and like random side missions, like an open world game.
Also, I think it's possible Age of Calamity could get DLC, especially if like Breath of the Wild 2 brings in like new characters and they put them in the game.
That's true. I think it'll be so long after the fact, though, if they want to do Breath of the Wild 2 stuff, they'd either have to start adding stuff now and like keep adding stuff, because
I think no one's gonna go back to Hyrule Warriors to Age of Calamity.
Yeah, not like 2 years from now.
Yeah.
And I don't really think I don't really know what DLC they could even add, but
depends on who would even be in Breath of the Wild 2 if we even get any new characters.
I mean, like excluding Breath of the Wild 2, I don't think there's really much they can add. So I think it'll be so long after the fact they'll just like drop another character as like an update or something.
Unless they go like crazy and make Breath of the Wild versions of existing characters, which I doubt.
Oh shit. Maybe. I feel like they could throw in like an OC or two. Like Breath of the Wild, like Lana and stuff.
That'd be so weird.
I feel like they should on some level. But,
bro, we're about to see Breath of the Wild Linkle.
But I don't care that much.
Canon.
Oh yeah, she would technically be canon then. That'd be crazy.
This might be spoilers, but
wait. I'm gonna stop you right there. Don't hit me with the spoilers. Yeah.
Spoilers on what?
On Age of Calamity, because I hear there's some crazy plot twist in that.
Hey, by the way, I still haven't beat
hot booty trash.
I still haven't played Breath of the Wild. I saw the ending though, but I never saw like the main 4 dungeons like that or the story.
We're talking OG. You haven't beaten the OG by now?
If you're on with the story, don't worry, there is none.
That's true. That's true.
Like I mean, in the present day, there's not really a story, and like when you beat everything, there's no real resolution. They just start rebuilding Hyrule.
Yeah, the main thing that I basically that would matter would be like beat the dungeons. I guess like I haven't like seen how to solve the puzzles or nothing. So when I play that, I'll let you guys know what I think.
Sure. Yeah, I think Zelda games are kind of the puzzles are the spoilers. I feel like a Mario game, like what the levels do is the spoiler.
Yeah. Real quick, I don't know if y'all are gonna disagree with me or not, but I do not like art style in Breath of the Wild. Like cell shaded is cool, but like I don't like how Link looks and how Zelda looks. I'm just kind of like, like.
Link looks like the bones from Spy Kids.
I don't hate it, but it could look better.
I don't like the way Link's face looks, but otherwise I'm okay with it. I think the world kind of looks. It's a bit muted, and I think it suffers a bit from like the Switch just not running it well.
The Link in Breath of the Wild looks like Skyward Sword Link Part 2, like with the kind of direction they went with how he looks. Like
that's mean.
I know it's like different graphics. It's like cell shaded, but I mean, like he just
Skyward Sword Link had no drip.
Skyward Sword Link, he had a nose like Michael Jackson. You can't tell me he didn't.
I was gonna say, my opinion on the art style is originally I didn't like it at all because, as you know, some people know I wanted Twilight Princess 2 for some reason. Like I liked edgy Zelda over.
Let it go.
Yes, bring back the darkness.
Bro, everyone was like, "Yo, we gotta make Zelda realistic again." It was one time, go.
Okay, I will say this though: Twilight Princess Zelda is peak. That's best Zelda right there. One of the
Twilight
best.
Princess. The thing is, I like both directions.
Astros is right there, bro.
True.
I like both directions. Like, I really like Toon Link. I like Wind Waker and whatnot, but then I also like Majora's Mask and like Twilight Princess. So like, I could go either or, but like I don't know the direction they went with.
Majora's Mask 3D.
I haven't played that, but I don't know about the 3D remakes of like Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask. Something just seems slightly off, but I can't really put my finger on it. Like, I don't know.
They seem kind of like generic-y.
Link model was weird.
Yeah, that too.
Ben.
I think it's an okay cleanup. They look a bit generic as well. I don't think the original two games were going for like a realistic art style within the 64's capabilities. I mean, I still think it was meant to be kind of anime. Like if you look at the comic art and stuff.
Yeah, like how they draw the eyes on the characters and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
We wanted to make a Ghibli movie, but instead we made like a weird cross between Skyward Sword and Wind Waker.
Oh, like look how they did Zelda and Smash Ultimate. Literally, that could have been the art style, but I mean, or something similar. But I don't know.
Ew.
I wasn't even out yet.
Oh, I'm just saying like that, like an option.
Reminder: Smash Ultimate Zelda is really like just a grown-up version of the one from A Link Between Worlds.
I think doesn't she incorporate both of the designs?
Yeah, she's like a mix of some of the classic designs and that one specifically, because she's a kid in A Link Between Worlds. She's younger.
Yeah,
there.
They look like 10. I guess the idea now is for like the Zelda mains to represent as many games as possible, which I think is fair.
Yeah, that's why we need Impa and give her like either the Hyrule Warriors one because that's like one of the best ones, or I guess Skyward Sword.
The which Hyrule Warriors? The old one?
We need him too, Skull Kid. And what were you saying, Andrew?
Facts.
Which Impa? Like the old Hyrule Warriors?
Yeah, like Hyrule Warriors, the first one.
That's like kind of the Skyward Sword design.
Yeah.
That's why I said what I said earlier.
I was gonna say the Skyward Sword one, I feel like she was like her neck was weird. I think that's the only thing I don't like about that one.
Yeah, she was tall as fuck. Like 7 feet tall in that game. But yeah, I don't know what else they could add as a rep, because I think if they, at this point going forward, if they add another rep, they're trying to represent like another like popular Zelda game. And the only thing I can think of is like Twilight Princess.
I think that's part of the reason they haven't added many new Zelda characters. They specifically want to stay within the range of the Triforce users. Which is why it's Link, his clones, Zelda, and Sheik, and then...
Is this some like weird brand protection thing? Like why?
I don't know, man. Nintendo's weird.
They got a lot of characters they can add. Like Brian from Spirit Tracks, whatever his name is.
Brian?
Brian? That's the most random Zelda character you could have brought up.
His name is Brian. Isn't it Brian?
It's Byron, I think.
At least put respect on my man Tingle or something.
Tingle.
How to pronounce that? Burn or something? I don't know.
I have a feeling.
Cool.
Why do I have a feeling Tingle's gonna be the next joke character?
That would be something. That would probably piss off people, but also it would be really
I could
funny.
see it. This man has spin-offs. He has the clout.
in the next game, but I don't think they'll do that for DLC.
Possible.
I mean, he's highly unlikely, but he's pretty dope looking.
Okay, he does have that is a little cool looking.
I feel like Wind Waker covers the DS games. Or like Toon Link.
Wind Waker, of course, yeah.
Yeah, so I think the only what else would they add? They could add Majora's Mask rep, or they could add Princess rep.
Skull Kid for sure needs to be in there. He needs to be in there. He's too cool.
They're probably not going to do it, but if they had Tetra, that's the best Zelda right there too. Reminder:
Tetra was planned. They were going to do Toon Zelda and have Tetra be a part of her.
For Ultimate or
Brawl. This was back in the Brawl days.
Do they ever bring back old ideas?
Sometimes Ultimate definitely brought back a lot, like the Ditto Trophy. Like the Ditto Trophy was the Ditto assist was an idea he had since Melee.
Wait, trophies are gone now, aren't they?
I mean, like assist trophies.
But in general, right?
Yeah, trophies overall are gone.
That's kind of weird.
Oh yeah, freaking what's his name? Why is his name 𝗵𝗏𝗧𝗏𝗧? I think his name is.
Oh yeah. He's cool. I still feel like Konon covers him though. Konon, remember?
They don't cover
They do need to bring back 𝗏𝗏𝗧𝗏𝗏. We need more non-Ganondorf. I hate to sound like Arlo, but I do kind of agree with him that we do need more non-Ganon antagonists.
I think it was like we were early high school age. I talked about Minish Cap a lot for like a point in time.
And it's weird though, because isn't 𝗏𝗏𝗧𝗏𝗏 related to Ganon? Isn't he? And you can talk about
he was
this.
A Sheikah.
I think in before he was fleshed out in the original Four Swords. No, it was in Four Swords Adventures. In Four Swords Adventures, he like resurrects Ganondorf or Ganon.
So he's like that wizard from A Link to the Past.
He does something,
Never mind.
He does something weird. Like Ganondorf is Ganondorf is reincarnated in that game. Like Ganondorf, which is like the only time that happens, and then he becomes Ganon. Like I don't think you even see Ganondorf. So like, it's weird.
Yeah, that's part of the problem. Usually when we do get non-Ganon antagonists, they are related to Ganon in some way. Usually like they're worshippers of him.
They could do Zant.
Man, Zant was
that would be cool. Yeah. That would be sick.
Zant is so weird.
But yeah, that would be covering Twilight Princess. I don't see what else they could do.
But yeah, I really just want like a new antagonist who has nothing to do with Ganon, but is just messing up Hyrule because he can.
And I think, yeah, him and Skull Kid could probably like, I think it'd be okay if he sent out like his moves were like the transformation mass. Like his side B, he just sends out like Link rolling, like almost as like a projectile or something.
Well, that would be weird, maybe. But yeah, I think Skull Kid can have a unique moveset. Yeah, what they need to do is give the mask to Young Link for sure.
A second Young Link, that would be tight, but I
don't think they're gonna do that.
Yeah,
I think they just have. I think they'll just have Majora's Mask elements cameo with Skull Kid.
I'm surprised Ace hasn't said Ghirahim yet.
I was thinking of mentioning that, bringing out that Orochimaru type beat.
Oh, that's true. He's like the one good character in that game.
Yeah, he is. He's probably my favorite character from that game. Even though he was just.
Why you gotta disrespect Wiimote Battery Girl waifu?
Him and Groose are pretty cool. I think they're like.
I hate Groose. He's so overhyped.
Yeah, that was weird, but I think he's funny enough in like the story of the game.
He's literally just Zelda Gaston.
Yeah,
he's literally just the high school bully gone good. Like that's been in every story, and everybody loved it.
People. I don't know if just people are like Zelda stories are just never anything crazy, but people like love that story for some reason. They acted like it was the fucking next coming of Jesus.
It's weird.
I don't know if people like that story so much.
Despite how some of these characters don't get that much good development, yeah, it's weird how so many people love them.
I think it's just because it was like a more involved story than before. But I don't think it was like particularly better than the others.
True.
It's weird because people love the champions. Even before Age of Calamity, people were like going crazy for the champions. Bro, they ain't even. They barely in the game. They're dead.
It's like Kairi. You just love their designs. They have no personality.
Well, at least they do something. Like 𝗫𝗄𝗃 had a really dope cutscene in the DLC.
That's true. They're all pretty cool. I think they're all like decent. Well, I think Mipha's kind of lame, but I think like.
Hey, Mipha is just water Hinata. I said this.
I think the furry is cool.
Did you just say water Hinata?
This man said furry. Which one?
Well, unless you consider Daruk a furry. I'm talking about what's his face?
Falco.
Rivali's I think an okay character.
That ain't Falco. Happy feet.
Sidon's kind of cool. But I think the rest are basically just pretty one note.
Yeah.
Well, they're all one note. Like,
Twitter.com loves 𝗵𝗶𝗯𝗲 because he's a jerk, and Twitter likes jerks apparently.
Twitter also likes furries. I don't know. I don't think any of them really had anything going on except Zelda, and she just kind of
cried.
Wasn't her power sealed because she liked Link or something, and she didn't express her emotions or something?
She had the power of thickness.
This man.
I don't know. It was kind of lame. Like, I think Breath of the Wild kind of had a bad story. Even if you consider it's okay that it was all in the past and not in the present, I still don't think it was executed that well. I don't think they even tried. That shit was like.
We know they put that gameplay first. Come on.
They put some bullet points in a Google Doc. And they're like, we'll write on this later. And then like the game was up to release. I'm like, you never added anything in.
All right, but we're almost to the 2-hour mark, so we can't talk about Zelda. We got to move on. I'm sorry to interrupt you.
One last thought.
Okay.
I thought Hyrule Warriors, the new one, was gonna like. I thought it was gonna like. This isn't a spoiler. I thought it was gonna. Well, kind of is. Go through like the flashbacks and like show those key scenes and like flesh out around them. Doesn't do anything like that.
Dang.
And it's pretty close, like in the beginning. So I don't know, like. I don't know why they don't.
Yeah, that seemed kind of weird, but I will see for myself when I see those cutscenes. All right.
Before we go to the next topic, let me do a quick advertisement. Everybody in this chat and everybody watching, go buy Bloodstained.
The Castlevania successor?
Yeah, it's perfect Kickstarter, perfect game.
Huh. I still haven't played that, and you know me, I'm not a big Metroidvania guy, so that's why.
Me either.
Oh, dang.
Isn't that getting a sequel soon or something?
I think so.
We finally have made it to the last topics, and I'm just gonna bunch these together because they're kind of the same type beat. We're basically just gonna give a recap of our 2020. We can mention whatever games or shows we watched, and we just give our thoughts as to whether if 2021 will be good. So that'll be it.
Yeah, it's crazy how it's almost March again.
For real.
I feel like March just happened.
March is when all this BS started.
Pain.
No, 2020 was a year.
That was a few.
Dude, like the world, like I'm only 22. I never thought the world could change that much in just a matter of a month, really. Like, so many things happened within this year. It was crazy.
In January, I brought like surgical masks to like my place in college, and my roommates noticed. I'm like, "What is this?" And like surgical masks. Like, people go outside, you don't want to get sick. They're like, ha, what is this?
Bruh,
January of 2020? You got that foresight?
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, dude, this man knew.
Watch this man Andrew's like a part of some sort of Resident Evil type scheme.
This man Andrew woke up and was like, I think I need masks for this year.
It's funny because we didn't know about them. We slightly knew about the virus in around January and February, but March was when it got bad.
Did I tell you guys why my school shut down so early? I think it was late January. Me and my roommates all right, I think school's gonna be shut down soon. But I think the kicker was some girl at the business school at our school. And this might just give away where I go to school, but she was like seeing one of the guys in the Toronto Raptors, and they were in contact with someone on another team who got it, and they got tested positive, and then she got tested positive, and the school like just closed like the next day.
Oh dang! Yeah. So they
oh damn!
Yeah,
and we had like half a week where they were like, fuck, what do we do? No classes, and then like some classes started to transition to Zoom, and like a week later, I think most stuff was on Zoom, but that was wild. I think it was like the day before, and we heard about that, and then me and my roommate were like, I think we're right, and then we went to the bar and got drunk as hell. because we all went home after that. So
Alright.
yeah, we're like, we're not going to see each other for a while, so make this count.
Yeah, I didn't hear about how bad it was getting until like around mid-March, but even before the virus came and kicked everyone's butt, January and February was bad for me for obvious reasons. Well, I don't know if it's obvious, but I've told people, how bad my 2020 was. Go watch that video. But yeah, anyone else got anything to say for 2020 Retrospect?
Oh yeah, this one I got a Cintiq. So I should have been drawing more. I mean, I did slightly, but I mean, I need to actually be finishing some artwork, man.
Feel that. I got tons of side projects I could be working on more.
I need to catch up on school.
That's fair.
I had all this time too. I didn't do anything.
Well, I mean, shoot, this year was just like I said, the whole virus just fucked everything up. If anything, that's the only thing that really personally affected me was like I got scammed on that one job.
Oh wow, that arc.
That was, dude. I was like, that. I wish I just knew that was something fishy from the jump. I could have had like a brand nice new laptop right now.
That was weird. That was weird that they left that stuff at your house too.
Yeah, it's like the stuff was just at my house, so it's like technically I could have stole any of that, and technically I just stole from somebody who stole. So it's like, did I do anything wrong right there?
And didn't like you have some stuff that they like that like you were supposed to ship out or something, but you never did?
Yeah,
because they didn't give you the thing.
No, yeah, because the whole reason of that is because they didn't want that stuff. It was a Dreamcast game and a memory card from like 20 years ago.
Wait, are they stealing these products or something?
Yeah. So the whole scam is that they would so this is just a reference to the audience or whoever watches this. Like, if someone gives you a job to deliver mail for them and it's not UPS or any official company, don't take the job. What they're doing is they're using other people's credit cards that they stole the information off of, and are using your address as a burner address, so that way they can't get tracked.
Dang, that's
the whole scam.
Did they tell you were like?
I'm glad you got out of that. Yeah.
Wait, what'd you say, Andrew?
What did they tell you? Like you were doing? Like were you just a proxy? Did they say you were a proxy for other countries or something?
Yeah, no, they basically said I was just a forwarding carrier. So like they would just send stuff to my house. I would have to store it because they're basically saying we can't really store anything because of the virus. Our company can't really afford to take a hit like that. So yeah, we just need people who can like have stuff in their house and deliver it for us when the time is ready.
You should have known that's cat when they're paying like $30 or something.
They're paying $3,000 a month. That's what I should have known. This is partially my fault. Like I can't fully be like, oh yeah, no, I should have known better. That's partially on me.
Did the Men in Black come to your doorstep yet?
No, they have not.
I was gonna say, like, I feel like if it was a big illegal thing, I feel like you'd get like called up or something. But if not, then you're good.
Yeah, I mean,
just don't turn back.
Yeah, if anything, I have the proof that it's like, okay, like I just got scammed. Like I have everything. Like I have the messages. I still have the pictures of everything that was I had to send. So I'm good there.
Now, do you have the knowledge to scam yourself?
I mean, first I would need to get my hands on some stolen credit card information. So if anybody wants to help me out with that,
I'm not judging.
Note, this podcast does not condone any illegal. I'm just kidding.
Yeah,
we're not on that life.
My public position is that is bad. I must say that publicly.
That's the most blunt way you could put it.
That was 2020 for me mostly. So I was out of a job for a month, was broke, trying to catch up on bills and stuff now.
Speaking of catching up on things, I heard One Piece reach 1,000 chapters.
Yes, it did.
But also, I am not caught up on it. So it sounds hype. It sounds hype. Wait, who's caught up on One Piece right now?
I'm like about like 50 or so chapters behind.
Probably the same, or maybe a little less than that.
Oh, really? Okay. Nah, you know what you need to catch? Speaking of catch up, you know what you need to catch up on, Azaria?
What?
I need you to catch up on motherfucking Kingdom Hearts.
And I'm
that
is true. That is true.
Stuff that happened this year.
All right.
Like anime of the year, manga of the year. Oh, I gotta shout out Chainsaw Man. I feel like that almost happened this year. For all of Chainsaw Man happened, and like all of Chainsaw Man happened before Cyberpunk came out.
That's actually crazy. But you said anime of the year or manga of the year?
That was raw. Chainsaw Man was like mostly this year. It was like started like March last year, so on it.
Yeah, no.
I can't really think of too many anime. All I know is Attack on Titan season 4. It is off the chain, man.
Bro, I can't wait for next week. I thought it was gonna be this week. Why'd they do me like that?
Oh yeah, freaking New Year's, dude. They're like,
I looked at the volume thing. I don't think the season's gonna finish the thing.
Oh no! Oh, but I did hear that there's probably gonna be a part 1 and part 2 of this season because I did I looked on Reddit, most credible place, and there was like that everything's gonna be animated. All the manga content's gonna get adapted.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, and judging how much there's like what 1 volume left besides what's yet to be in a volume, I think they said.
No spoilers.
I don't think that could happen in a. And they do like 2 chapters episodes. I don't think that could happen.
Watch them pull a Soul Eater and just like change whatever the planned ending is anyway.
That's dire, bro. We're not even.
Dude.
I hope they stick the landing because in the manga things are going crazy right now too. I'm not gonna give spoilers. I ain't a demon, but things are crazy. It looks like it's like nearing the end or whatnot, and I hope they stick the landing. Yeah, I hope they stick the landing.
I thought it was gonna end like early 120s, like when they did when Aaron did the thing.
He did the thing.
Yeah,
the thing-a-lang.
All right. Well, all I can say is I look forward to whatever craziness is going to happen there. That's all I'm going to say.
Hey, my boy Reiner, he
the curse of being an anime only. The curse of being an anime only.
Yuck.
Even though I read the manga, I'm still not ready when the stuff happens in the anime. But I digress. I guess we can.
Yeah, I stopped reading just so I could watch it. But do we gotta talk about Cyberpunk? That just happened. The bodies are so hot.
I literally looked at nothing of Cyberpunk. I just know that it was like glitchy or whatever. They took it off the PlayStation Store. Other than that, I would literally have no knowledge of it.
I returned my copy, so like, I don't know. I think I'm just gonna like. There's no like specific like next gen versions, and I'm not even gonna try and getting like a new like graphics card anytime soon. Like I'm just gonna wait till this whole thing chills out. And probably like 6 months from now, maybe a year from now, this game's gonna be like $20 and it's gonna be working. It's gonna be patched. So that's my game plan.
Yeah, I'm gonna play it when it's like $19.99 and it has like all the DLC.
Well, you might be waiting a while for that, but like I'm good to just play like a year from now when it works.
Yeah, like I don't know why, but it's like I know it was like people were really hyped for it and whatnot, but then over time, my hype for it, like when I first saw the trailer for it and whatnot, I was like, oh, that seems interesting, but then I just kind of wavered away, and I was just like, I don't know. And then if it had a good launch, that's free SMR, dude. What you mean? If it did have a good launch, it might have rekindled my interest for it, but then
it didn't. Part of me was feeling like, oh, it's just gonna be bad.
By the way, I guess we could transition to what we expect for this year.
Yeah, that's actually what we're going to end on because we're about to hit the 2-hour mark, and it's fine if we go past it. But I just say, you know what? Let's wrap this up. So basically, what we can do is give one 2021 prediction or hope or whatever each, I guess we'll say. So
I low-key dropped one in the chat already.
I didn't. Okay, well, I'll let you go. We'll go down again. So Ace, you could just repeat it.
Oh, well, that was just one meme, but I was also gonna say like, apparently it's the year of the ox, and the fan art on Twitter is kind of litty.
Is that the art of people being dressed as cows?
I don't.
Cowgirl
art. Wait, no, check DMs. Can I post this? I'm gonna send it to you on Facebook real quick.
That's fair. Hello?
Gotta make sure.
That's crazy.
Is that postable?
No.
Oh. But I mean, yeah.
Yeah, I think I get the idea though.
The artists have a pretty good theme they're going with, and I think it's pretty. I think I ain't mad. It's gonna be pretty interesting.
We're 2021 predictions.
Yeah, Alf, it's your turn, by the way.
If anything, I just want like a good Smash reveal for the most part, and just any games that I've already been looking forward to, like Persona 5 Strikers. Yeah, there's nothing.
Well, we got 3 Smash reveals left, so at least one of them has to be good.
One of those wasn't even a reveal or a prediction, Alpha. That's happening.
Hey, you don't know? The Rona.
I don't really have any predictions.
They're gonna undub the game.
Hoping. I'm just hoping things happen. For example, put a Bravely Default character in Smash. Fuck it. There you go. That's what I want.
Oh Lord. And the anime swordsman Twitter is gonna have a field day with that.
That could work.
Fuck about it. No. Anime swordsman Twitter wants Dante and fucking Sora, so they need to shut up.
I don't know if there's like a few like iconic moves, but they could just have like one character and they're all like each of the 4 players, considering anyone can be any class.
Yeah.
So like they could just have like 2 costumes each of the 4 characters, and then all their moves are just like iconic things, like Dragoon Jump or something.
Yeah, no.
All right. Well, it's on you, Andrew. So any.
Okay. People will not wear masks.
Oh God. Going for realism, huh?
I think Canada's trying to have mostly everyone vaccinated by September again. I don't think it's going to happen. It's especially not going to happen in America.
Oh God.
You guys are already fumbling that.
We literally have anti-vaxxers that won't even vaccinate for regular flus.
We got like vaccines getting expired already in the States and stuff.
Oh
yeah, dang.
Okay, actual predictions.
Rough out here.
I think it's possible we might hear more Final Fantasy stuff. I don't think they're at like a good enough pace to like actually have a game, like a full thing game out this year. But you never know. Like they fixed their production stuff a lot.
Now that the core is done, I think it'll be moving smoothly better. Unless they like change up engines and stuff again. Yeah.
Oh yeah. No, I think they have a good like manager this time in that regard, and they're done fucking with engines for the most part. But if it's just a big game, then it will take a while. I don't know. I feel like Devil May Cry 5 came out pretty quick, so who knows? It might be quick. Elden Ring may come out this year by holidays.
All right.
Who knows though? George R. R. Martin doesn't finish anything.
All right.
That's it.
All right. That's fair. All right. So I'm gonna lean to the Nintendo side of things, since that's my area, of course. And maybe I could bring up Sonic, but honestly, I want to save that for Sonic video, so I'm not gonna mention Sonic. I think it'll be better than 2020. That's for sure. Like, I think we'll get more games. Maybe we might get a normal Nintendo Direct. Maybe not. I don't know what's going to happen with that. I have a feeling they might do one just because people have been so impatient for regular directs again.
What's it called? Is there anything like even rumored or planned for Sonic right
Oh, for Nintendo or Sonic?
Sonic.
Oh, Sonic's a whole different ball game, man. I don't know what's gonna happen with them, but yeah, that's my prediction for 2021. I think Nintendo will definitely do better than 2020. I mean, Origami King was last year. You can only go up from there. That's all I'm gonna say on that.
We haven't had any like big leaks in a while, huh?
Yeah, that's another thing. Like we have no clue what we're getting into, minus the stuff
we saw that. Speaking of, okay, we didn't talk about this, and I guess I'll just say quickly. Remember that dossier or whatever of that like Nintendo stalking that 3DS hacker?
Oh yeah,
that shit was weird as hell. That was like multiple languages.
Was that confirmed true, or was that looked fake to me when I saw it?
Who's gonna make like a big ass like Google Drive of all that shit in like French and English and Japanese and stuff?
It was in multiple languages?
Yeah, because I think the hacker was from Belgium, right?
I thought it was like a screenshot of a PowerPoint list, because that's what I saw when I woke up.
That was like one file in the thing.
Oh, that's why when I saw it, I instantly was like, "Oh, that's probably fake," because it literally looked like something someone typed up on PowerPoint. But if it was in multiple languages and stuff, then yikes, that's weird.
Yeah, shit was weird as hell.
I don't think Nintendo stalks every person on their radar, but I have a suspicion they do keep tabs on people.
I mean, didn't someone already confirm Nintendo ninjas or something?
Well, we know Nintendo ninjas are real. They are real. They are very much real. Yeah. But them stalking people, though, and taking notes on them, that's weird. Yeah.
How else are you... I mean, to be fair, that is just how you're going to find them.
I guess so.
I don't know. No, that's not true. A normal company would just email you, I think. A company that wasn't mentally ill.
I mean, I don't even think other companies go that mile. Some of them don't even care. It's just Nintendo is extra.
Nintendo is a different breed of
stupid.
Malice.
There you go.
No, they're definitely stupid. They're full of weird decisions.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right, so that just leaves Conan. I see he's typing, so maybe he's typing out his thoughts.
Let me just list it out, and then you guys can like respond to each one because I typed it.
Okay.
All right, my first one is Sonic Adventure 1 remake with Sonic Forces bundled. And then we got Persona 3. Oh, wait.
That alone has
Persona 3. Persona 3 and 4 ports on PS5 and PC.
Okay, that's
4 remakes suck. Pokemon Snap is $60 with DLC coming. Then we got E3 going digital by Geoff, whatever his name is.
Jeff?
Then we got Jeff? Whatever his name is.
How would he do
E3? Why
be doing
like that? Geoff?
Goth.
Earthbound still won't come to the Switch or anything.
Paid.
And now you guys can respond.
Rip.
Okay. Why do you do Jeff like that?
Just making fun of this man's name, John.
So, straight up, I just got two things to say. Them Persona 3 and 4 ports, dog, I think it's too late. They ain't never gonna happen. Next.
It's gonna happen.
No, we just got the Shin Megami one, so I don't think that's that weird. Why do you say the Sonic Adventure one?
Because that's been a rumor. It's been rumored for a long time.
Yeah, no, I can see that. Are
they trying to get rid of like the rest of the Sonic Forces copies that never sold?
Possibly.
They bundled it with like everything by now.
Really?
Like all the new games.
Yep. That's true. So I could see that crap.
Wait, what other new games? Oh, like other Sega games?
Yeah, Mania, the new Monkey Ball, Yakuza, probably.
They're really trying to get rid of those. Huh.
Yeah.
They bundled it with Yakuza?
God. I hate how you specifically say they would put it at Sonic Adventure, though. I don't want that crap.
Yo, Yo. Yakuza DLC for Sonic Forces.
Pain.
Tired.
Imagine Kiryu just running at 200 miles an hour.
Now, Gen 4 remakes, I think that'll happen. Them sucking.
That makes sense.
It'll happen, but I wish it wouldn't.
If we get the fucking Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire treatment for the Gen 4
Bruh, that would be better than getting the Let's Go treatment.
Pain. Okay, well, yeah, hell no, I don't want to Let's Go, but the still thing is, like, I still want a decent Pokemon game, but the way the Pokemon company's been, I just don't see it happening.
Bruh, I'll take Dawn being slightly more horny than the rival being.
Hey, yo. Wait a minute.
10-year-old?
Because that's the thing with Ōraz. Like, that's the infamous thing with Ōraz. Like, so many people in Ōraz.
Pokemon waifu.
Yeah,
so I know we finna do the Pokemon waifu list, but we ain't.
Oh, that's another night. Don't spoil that.
That's like a whole nother 3 hours.
Andrew. Oh yeah, that is weird out of context. Okay, for context, so that it's not bad. The infamous thing with Ōraz is that Mei is like really clingy in the remake. That's what I mean.
Are they taking notes from the manga?
She's super clingy in Ōraz, so people think that might happen with Dawn.
For Pokemon Snap, they haven't really shown anything of it yet, right? Just the environments or something.
Nah.
Yeah.
So
I know
a CGI trailer.
I know this will never happen, but I really hope they just do a whole bunch of 90s shit and reference the anime again.
Oh yeah, that would be cool.
That'd be crazy.
Oh no, we see Tracy.
Why Tracy?
Because Andrew brought him up earlier.
At least say Paul. At least say Paul.
He sketches Pokemon. That's his thing.
No.
It's so funny. Tracy was meant to be he was mathematically designed to be the whitest man alive.
And yeah, the other stuff makes sense. E3 being digital. And Jeff, again, his name is Jeff. I hate how you pronounced it, Geoff. That's so funny to me. But yeah, he does Game Awards, and I think that'll return for sure. Game Awards.
I don't think he'll do E3. I think he's abandoned E3. If you mean his what was it, the Summer Games Fest?
Maybe.
I feel like E3's gonna come back.
I hope E3 comes back.
Hype around it.
I think E3 might be I don't know if it'll come back, just because COVID, but it might be bigger and more adapted to online. But I think he's all in on his thing, and I think he's going to revise the schedule. I think. Oh yeah, we didn't talk about Summer Games Fest. I think that was kind of a mess because it was spread out across 4 months. I know, I swear, every other week was what's going on?
Sleep.
They're just gonna fucking drop a reveal on us. I don't know where. But
yeah.
I think
online E3 gonna hit different because E3 really ain't gonna be the same without the physical presence.
I can't remember one big game they revealed at the Summer Game Fest that was really good.
Oh no! See, that's why I put the Z's sleeper.
Yeah.
And lastly, Earthbound is probably gonna get done dirty again. Bro, if they hit us with a surprise Mother Free reveal, I think I might die. Because, reminder, they randomly localized Fire Emblem 1 out of nowhere. So, that's the only thing that made me go, wait a minute. If they're randomly gonna drop a localization for freaking Fire Emblem 1 out of nowhere, hold up.
That was weird.
Yeah, that was super weird.
It was expensive as hell. That was a $40 thing, but the game itself was $5.
That was dumb. You have to be weird to buy that. I'll say that.
Fire Emblem fans?
I like how we've picked on Fire Emblem fans so hard this whole podcast. I don't hate Fire Emblem, I swear. Awakening was dope. I can't say the same for Fates, and I haven't played Free Houses, but yeah. All right. Have we reached the conclusion of this episode of the podcast?
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank everyone for watching. I doubt many people are going to have watched all the way to the end, but if you have thank you for watching today's episode of the new Super Gaming Squad podcast. Hopefully, we'll be able to do more. And even if not, we'll probably have more discussions and live reactions and all that stuff, for sure. But yeah, it's just we're all so busy, so it's hard to do these nowadays.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, did that Pokemon thing happen yet? About like the universe thing?
Which one?
It was like some Pokemon event about the eclipse or something.
Oh, that. Yeah, that went by. That was literally all Game Freak did for that, was they CGI put the Rayquaza flying through actual real-time space footage.
Bruh.
People actually thought a game reveal was going to be there. But yeah, that was so funny. It was kind of cool, though, that they used real-time space footage, I guess. But other than that...
I guess I'll look it up.
All right.
Mr. Plaza.
Yeah. All right. Then that's going to be the end. So peace out, folks. Everyone say bye.
All right.
So...
Yo, good luck when the UK drops COVID-20.
Good, bro. Just have a good 2020 definitive edition.